Welcome to the second day of my series of learning Protoss. So, after playing my 5 placement matches yesterday, I got placed into Gold League, which is fairly accurate, I think, and is probably a good starting point to further improve myself. Let's start this video with a quick recap of what I did yesterday. So, yesterday I went completely clueless into the games with no plan at all, and this time I think it isn't much different, but at least I incorporated scouting into my semi-optimal whatever build I'm doing, just to have a quick look at the enemy base and see what the enemy is throwing at me in the early game. As to what my build looks like, it's more a general idea instead of a real proper build. So I'm getting a gateway, some gas, a cyber core, and then eventually expand. That's at least the plan. Just to have early game defense and have the option to react to my opponent's build, which is probably the reason what lost me this game. So with the incoming scouting information, as I'm seeing that my opponent went for a 3-gate build, I'm trying to react to this by mirroring what he's doing. So I'm not saturating my second gas and try to get 3 gateways up as quick as possible. Also chrono boost my warp gate and try to match at least the unit count he will throw at me. I'm fairly sure this is not the optimal decision, as my mirrored build is obviously already behind, but this is the best I can do at my current skill level, I guess. So now that I know for sure that my opponent is going to be aggressive, let's take a look at the preparations for the incoming attack. So the first thing I do is to check my main base for hidden pylons, as I have lost a lot of games against in-base pylons. The next thing with my gateways finishing up, I thought about which units I have to get, which left me a little clueless, as I had no idea which one I should get. So I went for a healthy mix, one could say, of stalkers, sentries and adepts. But in the end, or in retrospective, it would probably be better to just get stalkers, as they are the most mobile and seem to be the favored unit in this matchup. So while waiting for my opponent to attack me, I thought that I could use a pylon in a bit of a forward position to photon overcharge it. At least that's the theory. But to have a useful pylon with a pylon overcharge, you actually have to control your mothership core, which I'm not really good at. I just forget it that I have one. But at least now I think I'm prepared. So now that all is set and I'm thinking I'm good to go, but my opponent still hasn't shown up, I just think maybe he had changed his plans and I would fall behind economically if he has expanded. So I moved my units to the low ground and thought that I could expand now. A little did I know that my opponent went for a 4th proxy gate at his warp-in location and was pretty much preparing to engage me. Seeing that my opponent has more units than I decided to retreat into the main base and had the idea to force feed the main base ramp to split his army up. But I mismicro horribly and didn't go back enough, so his stalkers from the low ground still can shoot at my army, which was a big mistake. So from this on out I just slowly lose the game, as he has more production capabilities and more units. It's pretty much impossible to come back from this position. Yeah, that's about it for this game. I hope anyone could learn anything. And other than that, thanks for watching.